Now, first thing I did is I cleaned the airbrush booth out really good. The key to spraying bodies is everything is really clean. Okay, so I've got a new filter in, I've got new paper, I've wiped everything down. I actually took my vacuum and vacuumed to get any dust, you know, get all that stuff out of here. I'm use the Passche H. I'm going to use a bottle of red enamel, just plain old Tester's red enamel, just a little bottle. I'm going to use regular old lacquer thinner you can buy at Home Depot. There's a bottle that'll come with your Passche H if you buy the set. You can use that, you know, which is a 3-ounce bottle. I'm going to be using a 2-ounce bottle, which I purchased on Amazon. In fact, I bought a box of them. There were 6 bottles in a box, and the part number for the bottle on Amazon or wherever you get it is 500053. If you buy the box, it's 500053B box. One more thing, and this is really important to spraying bodies, is to being able to cover your body from getting dusty. And we're using the shorty can. Using the shorty can, I'm going to be able to come back with a shoe box and cover it. There's about a 1/2 inch of clearance above it, and keep any dust out. And of course, you got to make sure your shoe box is clean. This is somewhat the Don Yost method, but not. He recommends 2 parts paint to 1 part thinner. I'm going to go 1 to 1. I've actually feel like I've had better results going 1 to 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour that bottle in. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some thinner in. I'm using my pipette to keep from making a big mess. I'm going to fill that bottle up. Alright. So that's going to give me a 1 to 1 ratio. So basically we're being frugal here. We're cleaning out the bottle. Alright, and see, as you can see now, most of all the paint's gone out of the bottle. Alright. Put my cap on for my airbrush for the Passche H. Hook it up. Okay. This little cone here, as you turn it, it's going to adjust the amount of paint coming out. I want a pretty good amount. I want it spraying pretty good. Alright, I'm running at 35 psi. And with this technique, you don't have to worry about like you putting on a mist coat and then waiting and then putting another coat and waiting. With this technique, you start spraying and you don't stop until you're done. So that's the beauty of it. Now I'm going to turn on the booth, so it's going to be noisy, but just watch and just observe. And as you'll notice, I usually work around the sides and then the top, then around the sides, front, back, top. I just keep going back and forth. I'm spraying at 35 psi, and I've got the needle on the airbrush about halfway. And I hope you're catching that. Let me back up just a little bit so you can. Back up a little bit so you can see the pattern. It's already filling up pretty good. It's already looking pretty good, actually. I've got pretty good coverage there. I mean, it's covered pretty well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open it up a little bit, just a tiny bit more, and I'm going to slow down and really start laying the paint on. I'm not being afraid to put it on there, and as you can see from the gloss, it's on there. It's really going down. But the beauty of it is, with that thinner half and half mix, it just sets down. It doesn't run. It's just that right ratio. So we're going to go over it one more time with a nice heavy coat. See that? That's how easy it is, guys. It is not hard. I mean, it's just that simple. Okay, now the most crucial thing is to cover this bad boy up as soon as you possibly can. And that's it. Passche H, number 3 needle. Testor's enamel paint. And I'll show you a close-up here in a minute. Alright, and this was just sprayed just 5 minutes ago. Now you're going to see there's a tiny bit of dust in the roof up there. That was my fault, because when I went to adjust my overhead light, there's some dust on it, and it trickled down onto the paint. That's stupidity on my part, but I just want to show you. There you go. There's no gloss, no clear coat, no polishing. That's using the Passche H, number 3. And now I have a video on spraying metallizers with that same needle, that same setup. I mean, look at that. That's your finish. It's that simple. I mean, you have to try to go wrong. There's no runs, no build up. As you can see, nothing. That's all it takes, guys. I don't have to polish this finish. Well, I do now, because I got some dust in the roof up there, but some very fine dust. That's it. That's all it takes. It's not that hard. It doesn't take an Iwata HPC, this and that, or a Neo or anything. A single action airbrush is going to give you repeatable results every single time. Same needle, same pressure, and that's all you got to worry about. Using the same needle setup, open it up halfway, 35 psi, 1-to-1 mix, simple testers. This is just red. This is not pearl red. This is not any kind of special red, just red. Little tiny bottle, and there's your finish. You don't have to polish, you don't have to do anything. But it's that simple, guys. I mean, I knocked this out in 10 minutes. Just, you know, getting ready and mixing my paint and spraying and done. 10 minutes. There you go.